Thank you very much. Please remain standing. At this time, we're going to be inviting for the invocation Pastor Theodore Henry, intern pastor at the North Street District of SDA Churches.
Good morning, everyone. We would ask the children to clasp their hands and close their eyes, but I will ask you only to close your eyes. Oh, Father who is in heaven, holy is your name. We have gathered here to honor the dedication and the work of this number of teachers, 144, I was told. Lord, they have put in the work over 35 years. They have gone through much, done much, accomplished much, and today they will be honored greatly. But as we rejoice in this honor and accept this honor, I pray on their behalf that they focus on even greater honors beyond this career, beyond this life, where the creator of all things, the giver of all good things, the one who gave them power and strength to gain wealth and make achievements, stands on this earth and holds out the crown of life, enduring health, enduring wealth, eternal life. May we reach for that honor as well as we invite your presence into this auspicious occasion. In Jesus' name we pray.
You may be seated. And I want to, at this point, declare to the team of admin officers that are here that for the next Golden Torch Award that we're going to be having, that we should invite Theodore to come back to do invocation for us next year. Any pastor who prays or does invocation very short as he did should be invited back the next year. I was sitting back to listen to a nice little exhortation, but he says, look here, man, time is of the essence. And so we're going to take that kind of brevity in mind as we move forward on a day like this. It is indeed a pleasure to be here. And so we acknowledge you, Mr. Henry, our president-elect, who should be in the space in just a moment. We have representing His Worship the Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, Mr. Andrew Swaby, Councillors, is it Sarah or Sarah? Sarah Marshall, are you here? Representing the Chief Education Officer, sorry, that should be the Chief Education Officer representing the Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, Senator Dr. the Honorable Dana Morris Dixon. Let's welcome Ms. Terry Ann Thomas Gale. Moving on with our protocols, let's also acknowledge if is Senator Dr. Maziki Thame. Are you here? All right. Mr. Robert Ramsey, of course, the General Manager of the JTA Cooperative Credit Union, is in place. Please wave your hand so they can acknowledge you, sir. Please make him welcome with a round of applause, please. Of course, beside him is the Acting General Manager at the Jamaica Publishing House, Mrs. Prudence Burrell. The CEO of Tip Friendly Society is not in as yet. He would be very, very much seen. He is a tall gentleman, and so you will recognize him when he appears. Let's welcome Mr. Odane DaCosta, Branch Manager, Sagicor Halfway Tree Branch. Come on, make him welcome. Mrs. Natasha Mills, Eastern Regional Sales Manager, Infinity Cooperative. Ms. Sandra Jones, Manager, Public Sector Engagement at JN Bank. And all other distinguished persons in the audience with us, awardees, ladies and gentlemen, members of staff, hardworking members of staff onto my right here. Please put your hands together for them. They are the ones who are behind the scenes doing all the work for you. Big them up again, man. A bigger one than that for them. Specially invited guests, wave your hands if you're here. You're especially invited to be part of this very, very wonderful function. Wave them because you're happy to be here. Come on, give them a big round of applause as well. We're expecting members of the media to be in-house with us. I haven't seen them personally, but they might be in the room somewhere, because technology works in such a way that you do not need all those big gadgets anymore. You have some small ones that can capture. So I would want to say to you, even if things are not going the way that you planned them today, make sure that you put on a bright face. Because the camera might just turn on you just at the point where you're just, you're not sleeping, but you're just meditating. And all those persons who are watching on the social media platforms of the JTA, please call them back, send them a WhatsApp if you have data, and inform them that we are on YouTube at the moment at Jamaica Teachers Association. So send it to them, tell them that I'll be marching up shortly, so therefore look out for me. And when you see me march up in my beautiful outfit, then you must put up some love emojis on this on the platform. What do you say? Make a sound so that they can hear you. Make a sound so that they can hear you. There you go. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be here with you. And we're going to be moving straight ahead with the program. I will interject now and then in terms of some things that you need to know and to keep you alert. Because as a good teacher does, they do not just stay at the chalkboard and write. They interact with the students. I taught, yes, a couple of years ago, 1988, and I'm still looking young. 1988 to 2007, I was in the classroom until I moved over to the JTA to serve you. And I hope and trust that at the end of the day, you will hand me some envelopes to say, you know, this is for your good job over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, for greetings, before we get to that, just to apologize for Dr. Gonzalez, who should be representing the Costas, Stedman Fuller. That person, I'm told, will not necessarily make it of an emergency. It looks as if it's an emergency day. So many of us are having that, but we pray and hope that all things will work out well. An apology as well for our Secretary General, Dr. Mark Nicely, who has had to turn the wheels and turn elsewhere this morning due to an urgent call to deal with JTA matters. And so he may come up in the later part as well as not. The president of the JTA, Mr. Mark Malava, is currently overseas and could not get a flight back in time for this activity. So please, I'm apologizing on his behalf, and I hope you accept his apology as well. And as we said before, Mrs. LaSonia Harrison should be in a moment or so. But while I was doing the introduction, I saw the Chief Education Officer, Ms. Terry-Ann Thomas Gale, walking through the doors, and I think you should make her welcome at this time. Please make her welcome at this time. All right. And I can't read sign language, Mr. Dixon, in a function like this, so you'll have to use the technology and get to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough for me at the moment. And so without any further ado, and looking at the persons, all right, thank you so much. And so Mr. Dixon himself decided that, look, the technology won't work so fast. So he has asked me to go back to my protocol list and welcome. Let me just make sure that I have it right here. Good. But I'm told that Senator is in the house, right? I did introduce you before. Please stand up and just be acknowledged. Please make her welcome. All right. I'm trying to run down my list because it's your first name has. I have to make sure that I get it right, right? And I'm trying to find it on my list here now to make sure that I say it one more time. But I'll get back to it in just a moment. All right. But at the moment, then we're going to be asking the first speaker that I see on my program that is in the room is none other than the. All right. Is it Sarah? Marshall? Not in? All right. So we move on to Ms. Terry-Ann Thomas Gale, Chief Education Officer, acting on behalf of the Minister of Education. Please make her welcome now. She is going to be the first person up to address you this morning. Please make her welcome for greetings.
Good morning, everyone. Chairman, Mr. Leon Nash, I think Pastor Theodore Henry, Mrs. Lasagna Harrison, Dr. Mark Smith, see Dr. Maureen Nelson, President-elect designate, Councilor Sarah Marshall, Senator Dr. Maziki Thames, Mr. Robert Ramsey, Mrs. Prudence Burrell, Mr. Hibbert Anderson, Mr. Adain Da Costa, Mrs. Natasha Mills, Ms. Sandra Jones, distinguished awardees, members and staff of the JTA, specially invited guests, family and friends of the awardees, representatives from the media, viewers on the various platforms, good morning. On behalf of the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth, and Information, I bring you warm and sincere greetings this morning. The Minister regrets that due to pressing official duties, she's unable to be present in person. And she asked me to convey her deep respect for this occasion and her profound appreciation for the work of the Jamaica Teachers Association in sustaining this noble tradition for over 3 decades. To the President, Mr. Mark Malava, the President-elect, Mrs. Lasagna Harrison, the elect immediate past President, Dr. Mark Smith, and the Secretary General, Dr. Mark Nicely, and all the executive of the JTA, I really want to express our sincere appreciation to you for the work that you continue to do for the teachers of Jamaica. The Golden Torch Award, initiated in 1993, represented the most enduring and meaningful form of recognition within our education sector. And I really think we need to applaud the JTA for this. By requiring 35 years or more of continuous service, active status, and institutional nomination, the JTA ensures that this award is not merely ceremonial, but a genuine mark of sustained excellence and an unbroken commitment to the children of Jamaica. The ministry values this partnership with the JTA and looks forward to continued collaboration in the interests of our nation, educators, and learners. To approximately 144 teachers nominated this year for the Golden Torch Award, I offer the ministry's heartfelt congratulations. 35 years of continuous service to education in Jamaica is remarkable. And I'm looking and I'm seeing some of my principals and teachers. This achievement, colleagues, is measured by unsurmountable service, countless lesson plans, thousands of individual students whose life you have touched, and a dedicated presence through the individual reports and contribution to national change, economic challenge, technological disruption, and most recently, the unprecedented global pandemic and the devastation of Hurricane Melissa. The ministry recognizes that long service is merely a passage of time. It is an accumulation of wisdom, the refinement of craft, the deepening of relationships with students and communities, and the quiet persistence of professionals who have chosen to remain in the classroom when other opportunities may have beckoned. You are institutional memory of our schools. You are mentors to the younger teachers. You are standard bearers of a profession that demands more than it often receives. The ministry salutes you. Jamaica owes you a debt of gratitude that no ceremony can fully repay. Jamaica is in the midst of a comprehensive education reform in a generation anchored in trend, transforming education for national development. This reform, grounded in 365 recommendations of the Jamaica Education Transformation Commission report, is reshaping our national standards curriculum, our assessment architecture, our teacher preparation and deployment, our school infrastructure, and our governance structure. The ministry is investing in exemplar STEM laboratories, expanding digital access and broadband connectivity, providing fully paid scholarships for teachers in mathematics and science, and strengthening early reading interventions through structured phonics and diagnostic assessments. We are consolidating under-enrolled schools and de-shifting where necessary. Yet, the ministry is clear-eyed about the challenges that remain. CSEC mathematics rates, while improved in some years, remain volatile and too low for national comfort. The gender gap in literacy and engagement continues to widen, with too many of our young men disengaged from formal education. The rural-urban resource divide persists, with rural schools still operating at a significant disadvantage. And the compound effect of pandemic learning loss and hurricane disruptions have left too many students academically and emotionally vulnerable. These challenges are not insurmountable, but they require the very qualities that this ceremony celebrates: patience, persistence, institutional knowledge, and an unshakable belief in the potential of every child. The ministry's policies and investments can create the conditions for improvement, but the transformation of a struggling reader into a confident learner, the spark of curiosity in a disengaged student, the steadying hand for a child in distress, these are the work of teachers. And teachers with 35 years of experience bring something that no policy document can replicate: the wisdom to know what works, the relationships to reach the hardest cases, and the moral authority to inspire younger colleagues to preserve the ministry. The ministry is committed to the teaching profession and assures you that this commitment, recognizing that the teaching quality is the single greatest in-school determinant of student achievement. The ministry continues to invest in continuous professional development through trauma-informed practice, blended learning pedagogy, and differentiated instruction. Teacher scholarships, including 1,250 fully paid scholarships at Micah University College for mathematics and science, specialization, and 1,500 fully paid university placement over 5 years for low-income students in STEM and STEAM fields. Infrastructure modernization, including climate resilience, school construction, exemplar laboratory buildings, and digital device distribution. Psychosocial support, including expanded guidance counseling, school social workers, and mental health professionals deployed within our regions. Curriculum reform, through the National Standards Curriculum Review, aligned with Vision 2030 and the CIA roadmap for concurrent curriculum instruction and assessment. Accountability and recognition, through Education Transformation Oversight Committee and ceremonies such as this one that honor, sustain excellence. The ministry wishes to assure the JTA and the teaching profession that investments are not abstract commitments. They are operational priorities with allocated budgets, implementation timelines, and monitoring mechanism. The ministry expects to be held accountable for its delivery, just as it expects teachers and school leaders to be held accountable for the students' outcome. To the Golden Torch nominees, the ministry offers a charge. Your service is not finished. Jamaica needs your wisdom now more than ever. We need you to mentor new teachers entering we need you to mentor new teachers entering the profession, to share strategies that have sustained your effectiveness across 3 decades, to speak honestly to the ministry officials about what works and what does not, and to remain the moral center of your school communities. The torch you carry is not merely golden. It is a light of possibility that you have passed student by student, year by year, across a generation of Jamaican children. Do not extinguish it. Pass it on. To the broader teaching profession represented here, the ministry's charge is this: transformation of Jamaican education require every teacher to see themselves as an agent of change, not merely an implementer of policy. The classroom is where trend happens. The classroom is where trend succeeds or fails. The lesson plan is where the national standards curriculum lives or dies. The relationship between teacher and student is where Jamaica's future is forged. The ministry will do its part. We ask you to do yours with the same dedication and honor in this room today. In closing, I bring you once more the greetings and congratulations from the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth, and Information. We congratulate the Jamaica Teachers Association for this ceremony. We congratulate the nominees and their families. And we commit ourselves as a government and as a ministry to the partnership with the teachers of Jamaica and the JTA. May God bless our teachers, may God bless our students, and may God bless Jamaica. Thank you.
Come on, give it up for her one more time, please. And we want to say thanks to you for such a good greeting. It, it carried a whole lot of information for all of us. Is that right? Yes. So if you want to borrow her script, I'm sure she would mind later on to look at the details. But thank you very much, Madam Chief, for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, just want to pause at this time to welcome in our space. We did indicate that she would have been here earlier on, but you know, things do happen at times. To my right, let's welcome Madam Sandra Jones from Jamaica National. Of course, we have to also welcome Dr. Winsome Gordon from JTC. And I'm going to swing back right a little bit to the gentleman whose initiative it was, who allowed us to be here today and this activity continuing every year. Let's welcome past President and Trustee Ray Howell. Come on, give it up for him one more time. It was his idea, and it has been carried through over these many years. Thank you, Mr. Howell, for that. Now, sometimes we tend to forget about the persons who support us. And I mentioned the bosses, but I did not mention the wonderful people who continue to make things happen in the various organizations. And so I have to mention Candice Hamilton, who is also here from Sagicor. Most JTA activities that we go these days, Candice is there, and she represents well, sir. I will. If you ask me, then I will sign the document for the increase. We also have to welcome, with the JTA Cooperative Credit Union, Ms. Gertline White and Mrs. Denise Walker from the JTA Cooperative Credit Union, who are here sitting up front. And I will talk to the taller of the two later on, because she has moved into a new position and I haven't been to that office yet. So we'll talk to you about that later on. But at this time, we do have the next speaker, and I couldn't miss it because it's right there on my program. I did indicate that she has a very unique first name, and I had to make sure that I got it right because, you know, when she goes back to the Senate and so on, I don't want her to say that, you know, JTA did not do justice to my name, because these senators, they stand for justice in every respect. Let's welcome Senator Dr. Meziki Thame, Deputy Opposition Spokesman on Education. She is going to be coming at this moment to bring us greetings. Then we're going to swing back to hear the item from Mr. Daniel John Jackson. Please make her welcome at this moment.
Good morning, everyone. And he got my name right. I bring greetings today in my capacity as Deputy Opposition Spokesperson on Education on behalf of the People's National Party and my colleague, Shadow Spokesperson on Education and Training, Mr. Damian Crawford. I am pleased to be here to celebrate with the awardees for the JTA Golden Torch Awards. 35 years in a profession is a significant achievement. More so in a profession such as teaching, where those who teach are not merely responsible for preparing subject lessons, but also for giving their students lessons for life. It is more so an achievement because we work in a low-resource environment where entities like the JTA must literally advocate to secure decent working conditions and remuneration for its members. And we know also that students in this environment come to school with many problems like inadequate food, no textbooks or reading material, Their mother tongue may be different than the official language of instruction. They may lack quiet space for study when they go home. Their parents may be unable to help them with homework, and the system they come into is deeply competitive with little space for nurturing, because if they fail exams, the risk of failing in life is tremendous. And yet still, teachers nurture, and I congratulate you on that. In that environment, teachers are the bridge, the hope for their survival and thriving. And all of this has been made even more difficult in some parts of the island because of Hurricane Melissa. Staying and teaching in Jamaica and truly giving of oneself to the process is no less than heroic. It is a commitment to building our people, and so we in the People's National Party salute you on staying the course. Beyond the recognition being given today, I wish to acknowledge that because you have been in the system so long, you have something to teach us as legislators about how to improve the education system. We encourage the JTA to continue to engage the nation in conversations about creating an education system that is able to create new knowledge suited to the needs of our population and to develop our students' potential to create a better world for us all. For Jamaica, a better world means addressing the specific challenges we face. I mean, for instance, the long history of anti-Black systems of power that remain with us and that have worked to humiliate our people and to undermine our prospects. One of our common teachers in this regard is Marcus Garvey, who told us about the need to build confidence among people of African descent as part of the route to mental emancipation. If any of our awardees are history teachers or simply use history to teach, I particularly want to congratulate you because we live in a time where it is especially important to understand where we are coming from in order to appreciate the need to fight reversals and to expand rights and justice. I am speaking about the need to challenge the existing inequality in education and by extension the society, to advocate for a system that supports our students in gaining quality education, not just to pass exams. Indeed, something is not right when they are unable to pass exams, but exams should not be the measure of whether students get quality education. As a teacher myself, who sees students on the last stretch of their educational journey, I want to feel confident that students are ready for my class when they get to university. And I would like to see a situation where the majority of students are able to matriculate. The truth is that as a society, there is much work to be done to get them there. This morning, I feel honored and hopeful that I am surrounded by teachers who are committed to that outcome. As we are all working with such a commitment, it is important, I think, to consider how we build an education system that is past, present, and future-oriented. I suggest goals of decolonizing ourselves as Garvey intended, of creativity through the development of the arts, musicians, storytellers, both oral and written, visual artists have historically been critical to developing beauty, contemplation, attitudes, and behaviors that can support social cohesion and the social good. I recommend building curiosity and time for contemplation into our education system through free play, quiet, and exploration of the natural environment, planting food and flowers and observing them grow. Engendering curiosity in our students is the kernel of innovation. They must first have questions in order to pursue answers, and we must give them space to ask and to be wrong and to find solutions to the problems we face. I especially felt it important to highlight the natural environment because life cannot exist without developing healthy relationships with the natural world, and in order to create scientific knowledge that will actually serve our common good. The work is plenty, and the time and dedication of the JTA awardees is invaluable. We in the People's National Party appreciate you, and we look forward to more ahead. Thanks to the JTA for including us in this auspicious occasion, and many, many congratulations to the awardees here this morning. I thank you.
Come on, let's hear it for one more time. A big round of applause. Just one little advisory to us in the room. And I'm sure we have passed the stage of using bangers. We are now, everything is called smart. Am I not right? Tell me, we're family now. Am I not right? Therefore, there's a little button on your phone, just squeeze it, and it will go to vibrate, right? And or silence, right? So we don't want to hear them ringing out during the session. Because one went off earlier on. I'm not too sure what kind of signal they were sending when Senator Tame was speaking. And, when you hear senators speak, and in the same message they say, stay the course, but challenge the inequalities. I said to myself, what's going on here? But I want to say to you that Senator Thame did a good job, and she came back to where everybody has to be okay with, and it's the environment. I think you should put your hands together and give her a big round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Thame. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there was a conference call this morning, but some of the recipients were still fast asleep. And only a few of them came on the conference call. In the event, they concluded that it wouldn't make sense for the others to jostle for the position because they're persons who've already done a good job over the years. And therefore, it came down to 3 persons who wants to stand up with our Chief Education Officer here today. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones who stand out. And ladies and gentlemen, it came down to the 3 persons who were selected in that conference call this morning. 2 of them are from St. James, and the other person is from St. Andrew. And I like the balance. The 2 cities are represented. Let's put our hands together. Those of you who are not recipients, don't clap this time. Those of us who have been invited and others, give the awardees another big round of applause. They have worked very hard in the vineyard, and they are here to reap the benefits on a day like this. And here's the next part of the conference call that they discuss. They said that for us to, having retired some of them, they're going to need some support going forward. And so the conference said that, okay, we have JN, we have Sagicor, we have Infinity, and we have all of them. And they discussed among themselves, where should our money go? And they said, yes, it's a choice that you will have to make. But if you were to speak about where your money should go, then the first person that is going to tell you about your money is coming up next on your program. Let's welcome the General Manager of the JTA Cooperative Credit Union. He will speak first about where your money should go. Let's welcome Mr. Robert Ramsey. Come on, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Robert Ramsey. And I'm sure when the others come, they will do their best at it as well.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Morning. All protocols observed. I was wondering where Mr. Nash was going this time. All right. Let me acknowledge, in spite of all protocols observed, the president, even though he's not here, Dr. Mark Malava, and the Secretary General, Dr. Mark Nicely, for extending this invitation to the credit union to participate in this function. As the general manager for the JTA Cooperative Credit Union, it is both an honor and a privilege to bring greetings on what is truly a remarkable occasion. Today is more than an award ceremony for educators who have served for 3+ decades in the classroom. Rather, it's a celebration of commitment and of sacrifice. Today is a celebration of lives that have quietly but profoundly changed the course of our nation. You know, as I sat to pen these few words that I'm going to share here, this old Aesop fable came back to my mind, that of the oak and the reeds. And just to be brief, it tells of what happened between a mighty oak tree alongside a riverbank with some other weaker reeds. During a violent storm, the mighty oak tree looked around and he laughed at the slender reeds, convinced that they were too weak to survive this storm. But when the storm was over, the great oak tree was uprooted, while the reeds remained standing, because they had learned how to bend without breaking. As I reflect on your journey, I realize that our educators are very much like these reeds. They learn how to bend without breaking, as you have weathered many, many storms. I don't have to remind you about the many years you taught in overcrowded classrooms with limited resources, how you worked long after the school bell had rung, marking books, preparing lessons, coaching clubs, counseling troubled children, and comforting anxious parents. You have adapted to curriculum reforms, new methods of teaching. You have guided students through violence in their communities, social challenges, and family hardship that they often bring to the classroom with them. And through it all, you never stop believing that every child deserves a chance. Like the reeds by the river, you bent in the storms of teaching, but you did not break. I've been told that there are approximately 144 persons to receive awards here this morning. And me being a finance person, you know, I have to start adding up, multiplying and adding up 35 times 144. That's over 5,000 collective years. Now, imagine that for every single school year, for 35 years, each of you had at least one opportunity to change the direction of a child's life. Perhaps it was a word of encouragement or an extra lesson class that you volunteered to give that child free of cost. Your one act of kindness may have changed over 5,000 lives across the world. In truth, your true impact can never be measured with a calculator. In fact, it's immeasurable. Many of your students, me included, will never remember what you taught me in school. But I will remember how you made me feel in your classroom. They will remember the teacher who refused to let them quit. That is your legacy. No monument built or stone or even that plaque that you will get today can compare with the legacy written in the hearts of a generation of students. And I pause. I remember when I was moving from grade 3 to grade 4, that summer holiday, I had the mumps, I think. Either mumps or measles, I don't remember. But I came back to school late. And back in the 70s, yes, I aged myself. Back in the 70s, school wasn't like what it was today. You never really knew which class you were going to the next term. You had to come early to get into the class. And who come late, you know which class you get into. So I returned to school about 2 weeks later than normal. And of course, I end up in grade 4 in a class that nothing was going to happen for that class. My grade 3 teacher had left the school. So when I came back to school and I went to the staff room looking for her to ask, Miss, which class I must go to? She wasn't there anymore. She had left. So I was in the what left class at the start of grade 4. And probably about 6 weeks into the class, my grade 3 teacher came back to the school for something, I don't know. And she was walking by. And she looked in the classroom and she said, she saw me in that class. And she come into the class physically. The teacher was in there teaching and she opened the door. And I remember she saying, no. This little one shouldn't be in this class. And she hold my hand and take me out and carry me to the A class. That was the class that was preparing to do common entrance. If you're young enough to do it in grade 4, you're going to that class. And she take me out. She could have just looked, well, me no business, me leave that school and gone. But she didn't. She stopped and she took me out and carried me into that class. Who to tell? My future could have probably gone another direction, but I know that was a very, very, very impactful decision that she made that she never had to make. And I am grateful for that. At the JTA Cooperative Credit Union, we admire your spirit of steadfastness. Like you, we believe that relationships are built over time. For over 67 years, we, the credit union, have stood by Jamaica's teachers through every stage of life. There are members here in this room who have purchased their first car through the credit union. That's true? Yes. And there are members here who have purchased all of them cars through the credit union. There are other members here who have financed their own university studies through the credit union and have gone on to finance their children's university study through the credit union. And of course, there are many of us in this room who were caught in a tight spot and just wanted something small to tide you over, and you got it through the credit union. For us, serving our members have never been about the money. It has always been about satisfying needs. Walking alongside our members in life's celebrations as well as in life's challenges. Fulfilling the cooperative mantra, people helping people. That is why today means so much to us all, and the JTA Cooperative Credit Union thanks the JTA to allow us to participate in this celebration. Your Golden Torch is much more than an award. It's a symbol a symbol that your light has illuminated thousands of lives, a reminder that while the classroom may one day forget the sound of your voice, Jamaica will never stop benefiting from the lives you have shaped. So on behalf of the board of directors, the management, and the staff of the JTA Cooperative Credit Union, I offer each of you our heartfelt congratulations. May God richly bless each of you, and may the light of your golden torch continue to shine for generations to come. Thank you and good morning.
Come on, give Mr. Ramsey another big round of applause, please. And Mr. Ramsey said he wasn't sure of where I was going when I made my statement earlier. Then at the end of his statement, he said, I offer. And I was waiting for the money. Well, you can talk to him, you know. He has two support staff, and you can talk with them afterwards in terms of how that money part can go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard a lot of speaking so far, and we still have some more to go. But we do have something that will cause you to sit back, relax, and just enjoy some music at this time. We passed him earlier on, but he is here, and we're going to be inviting him to come at this time. And after he does his piece, that's Mr. Daniel John Jackson, saxophonist. After him, we're going to go back to the program, and we're going to be calling on Councillor Sarah, or is it Sarah? Sarah Marshall, on behalf of representing the mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, Mr. Andrew Swaby. And following her, we'll come back to take as well Mrs. Prudence Burrell in that order. Thank you so much. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the saxophonist with his music to entertain you at this moment. You have not seen him, you're not seeing him. Please put your hand together, and as soon as you stop clapping, he will appear. That means you just continue to clap until you see him, you know. Don't turn around to look. Just listen. Come on, let's hear it for it one more time. By the time I finish this afternoon, I should be able to play that piece of instrument. Yes, I love it. I love it. Don't you love it? Men who are in the house, wave your hands. Men. Enough man there? Wonderful. I think you should give my brother another big round of applause. Daniel John Jackson, the saxophonist, did very, very well. Want to welcome into our space at this time our president-elect, Mrs. LaSonia Harrison, right there at the front. Could you make her welcome with a big round of applause? Good to have you. And also, I did speak to you about a tall gentleman who, when he walks in, he would be so prominent that he would be recognized. Want to also ask you to put your hands together and make welcome the CEO of Tip Friendly Society, Mr. Hibbert Anderson. Thank you so much. And so we're up next with the next individual to speak. That is Councillor Sarah Marshall, representing the Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew. Please make her welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Nash, President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mr. Mark Malava, Secretary General of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mr. Mark Nicely, members of the executive and administrative team of the JTA, honored Golden Torch Award recipients, educators, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am honored to bring greetings on behalf of His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Andrew Swaby, and the Kingston and St. Andrew family at the KCMC. It is really a privilege to join the JTA as you stage this 2026 prestigious Golden Torch Award presentation ceremony. This prestigious occasion provides an opportunity not only to recognize the outstanding service, but also to celebrate the enduring commitment, the sacrifice, and the dedication of the men and women who have devoted their lives to shaping the minds and character of generations of Jamaica. And we saw it in the saxophonist. It must have been a teacher who would have taught him how to play. The Golden Torch Award occupies a special place within Jamaica's educational landscape. Since its inception in 1993, it has served as a fitting tribute to educators who have rendered 35 years. And while looking at my program, I see as long as 43 years. That is no easy feat. And so it's a noble institution of teaching. Profession, sorry. Such longevity is a remarkable achievement, and it also speaks to the level of commitment that deserves the highest admiration and respect. Today, we celebrate approximately 144 educators whose contribution have touched countless lives. But beyond the lessons taught in the classroom, these individuals have served as mentors, role models, counselors, and community leaders. Their influence extends far beyond school gates, helping to build strong families, communities, and ultimately a stronger nation. Education remains one of the most important, powerful tools for national development. The progress of any society is inextricably linked to the quality of its education system and the dedication of those entrusted with delivering it. As a nation, we owe an immense debt of gratitude to our teachers who continue to inspire excellence, nurture talents, and instill values that help shape responsible citizens. On behalf of the KCMC, I extend heartfelt congratulations to each of today's honorees. Your service, your years of service, your unwavering dedication and commitment to excellence have left an indelible mark on our country. I also commend the JTA, the Jamaica Teachers Association, for its continued advocacy on behalf of educators and for really maintaining the important tradition of recognizing those whose contribution have strengthened Jamaica educational system. May today's ceremony serve as a reminder that your efforts are appreciated, your sacrifices are valued, and your legacy will continue to inspire future generations of educators. Congratulations to all the awardees and best wishes for a successful and memorable ceremony. I thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Great. I must say I've seen several of teachers here that I've known, and I just want to say hi. I know I was called to a few of you, and I was saying, what are you doing here? And I said, what? 35 years plus? You're looking good. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, teachers, 35 years and over. You're looking good. You can do another 35 years, right? All right, all protocols observed, but I want to big up the 2026 awardees today. You have done a good job. I extend greetings on behalf of the Jamaica Publishing House Limited as we gather here today, this morning, to celebrate an extraordinary group of educators whose unwavering dedication has enriched the lives of countless children for over 35 years plus. Today, this celebration is more than recognizing years of service. It is about honoring lives of purpose, sacrifice, and enduring impact. It is an opportunity to honor men and women who have answered the noble call to teaching, and in doing so, helped shape the character and future of our nation. Teaching is far more than a profession. It is a ministry of service. It demands patience and compassion. For over 3 decades, you have done far more than deliver lesson. You have inspired confidence, nurtured talents, encouraged dreams, offered hope, and created opportunity for countless young people to discover their purpose and realize their potential. In my role at the Jamaica Publishing House Limited, I have had the opportunity to visit several schools across Jamaica. And the experience I have deepened my appreciation for the work you teachers have done. Today, I have also witnessed children running to their teachers, hugging them, saying, I love you. Those heartfelt moments remind me that teaching is built not only on knowledge, but also on genuine care, trust, love, meaningful relationships. On many occasions, I've asked teachers this question, oh, you do it, oh, no, do it. And it's just simple. We love what we do, and we love our children, and I'm sure you all agree with that. That love is what fueled your perseverance through long days, countless challenges, and personal sacrifices. It is the reason you continue to give your very best to every child who enter your classroom, often seeing possibilities in them before they even see it in themselves. As an educational publisher, the Jamaica Publishing House Limited is proud to partner with educators by developing and publishing quality textbooks and educational resources that support teaching and learning in classroom. While we are privileged to provide the educational materials, it is you, the teachers, who transform those pages into meaningful learning experiences. Through your passion, expertise, creativity, and commitment, textbooks become instruments that inspire curiosity, cultivate critical thinking, empower generational students to achieve academic excellence and become productive citizens. The accomplishments of our students stand as powerful evidence of your influence. Beyond examination results, your legacy is reflected in the doctors who heal, the engineers who build, the entrepreneurs who innovate, the artists who inspire, the public servants who lead, and even the teachers who are now standing in the classroom because someone like you first believed in them. This morning, we also acknowledge and commend the one JTA, the parent organization of the Jamaica Publishing House Limited. I must say, I will just pause and say, the JTA loves you. JTA loves you, teachers in general. I must say, they love you. They always look out for you. For your steadfast, let me continue. I must commend the Jamaica Teachers Association, which is the parent company of my company, the Jamaica Publishing House, for its steadfast commitment in bringing this prestigious award to honoring educators whose faithful service has transformed lives and strengthened our nation for over 35 years and more. We are proud to stand along the JTA in recognizing excellence and celebrating those whose contributions have helped shape Jamaica's educational landscape. To our esteemed 2026 Golden Torch awardees, thank you for every lesson taught, every life you inspired, and every dream you have helped to nurture. Your influence reaches far beyond the classroom and will continue to shape generations to come. On behalf of the Jamaica Publishing House Limited, I extend heartfelt congratulations and deepest appreciation for your more than 35 years of outstanding service to education and to the people of Jamaica. May you continue to grow from strength to strength. May your wisdom continue to inspire, your example continue to encourage, and your legacy continue to illuminate the path of generation to come. Congratulations to each awardees. May God richly bless you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Come on, let's hear it one more time for Mrs. Burrell. And I was trying to get a little song down to the technicians at the back, but I was a little bit slow because I was paying attention to what she was saying. And since morning, I do not know for what reason this song has been just in my head. And I said to myself, but it's a formal occasion. But the fact is that we're all Jamaicans. And I see some persons here from Spaldings. Wave your hands if you're from Spaldings. Right? All right. I see people here from Manchester. Wave your hands if you're here from Manchester. Okay. Right. So I sing that up because that's my neck of the woods. But you know what song was in my mind for morning? It's a song that was done by a singer who says, long time, boy, me never see you. And I wanted to ask the gentleman to play it, but I said, boy, it might not be an appropriate song because somebody might say, I'm not the GAL. I'm a GIRL. because sometimes we tend to stay within the London speech and we don't come back Jamaican for a long time, right? But it's still appropriate for me to say long time we don't see each other, not true? Turn to somebody and say, "Why, lovely, good to be sitting beside you. You look so." Tell them, man. Tell them. Don't tell no lie, no, don't tell no lie. Right. I hope you're sitting beside somebody that you knew from a long time. Right. All right. So, with that said, I didn't see Denise lean in a 45 degrees over to Mr. Anderson sufficiently, but I'm sure that she gave him a look and said, good to see you, but it's your time now. So let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hibbert Anderson, the CEO of a Tip Friendly Society. He's going to come up next, and then we're going to be inviting Mr. Odine Da Costa from Sagicor, Halfway Tree Branch, to come up afterwards. A big round of applause for him, please.
So good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's good to see you all. And I'm just thinking, I'm hoping that I recognize a face, a teacher that would have taught me in the past, probably my primary school, high school. I look at the program and I'm seeing anyone from Kingston College. So I said, okay, I'm looking now for my primary school. But anyway, I had to share this morning with you along with my daughter because today was her prize giving. And so she begged me to be there. And that's the reason why I'm just reaching here now. But nonetheless, I'm happy to be here. Dr. Margaret Chin did call me. And when she called, I said to myself, okay, I'm so late, it seemed as if that everyone would have presented already, including the president himself. I'm not seeing him. I heard his name being called. President Malaba, I was thinking about him. Right. But it is better to be here, to be late than never to be here. So on behalf of Tip Friendly Society, I want to congratulate all of you. And last year, I was here to bring greetings. I did so on behalf of Tip Friendly Society, but this year, I want to share my own experience with teachers who have brought me to where I am now. So let me look for my presentation, and as I start, all protocols observed first. I wasn't here to see and know exactly who is here. So all protocols observed. Please forgive me for that. Last year, as I was saying, after bringing greetings at this event, I reflected deeply on the profound impact that teachers have had on my own life and on the person I have become today. During my infant and primary school years, while living in the volatile community of Wilton Gardens. How many of you know where is Wilton Gardens? Oh, good. The volatile community of Wilton Gardens, aka Rima. I was blessed to encounter the late Reverend Canon Abner Powell. He was a priest at St. Albans Church and the chairman of the St. Albans Primary School Board. Through the church program, he guided me toward positive life choices, drawing me into spiritual circles and meaningful church activities in an environment marked by tension among Arnett Gardens, aka Jungle, Rima, and Tivoli Gardens. Father P, as he was affectionately called, helped me to feel grounded. His guidance inspired me to succeed in the common entrance examination, and then I moved on to the great Kingston College. Calabar, I know some teachers are here from Calabar, please forgive me. At the time, I did not fully understand the depth of his influence. It was only after I entered Kingston College that I realized that Father P, who was also the Bible studies teacher at KC and the chaplain there, now his inspiration therefore continued to shape my life in powerful ways. But albeit, we are influenced otherwise. The influence of other students at Kingston College steered me away from Father P's focus where he wanted me to go. And so my focus changed. And I was now onto competitive sports, the great KC in academics and not academic, and sports, right? So my focus was more on sports now rather than academics. And that resulted in my own academics and punctuality. They were not where they were supposed to be. There was another gentleman, Mr. Keith Bryan. He was a vice principal at Kingston College at the time, during those years. He used a firm and disciplined approach to prepare us to become gentlemen and leaders. His well-known caning for offenses left a lasting impression. One strike in the palm of your hand for each offense, and the effect was felt for the rest of the day. Over the time, the desire to avoid that consequence improved our attendance and strengthened our grades. In 1987 was, and forgive me again as I gloat, Kingston College was and remains one of Jamaica's great sporting institutions. But Major Cohen reminded us that greatness had to extend beyond the playing field. He did not need to cane us. He did not beat us. He guided us with disciplined wisdom. Through his speeches, conversations, and examples, much of my personal and professional success became possible because teachers saw my potential, challenged my limits, and believed in me even before I fully believed in myself. Teachers are not merely conduits of textbook knowledge. They are catalysts of human development. Now, as we look around this room today, we see more than just award recipients. We see decades of service, countless early mornings, years of lesson planning, and generations of students whose lives have been touched by dedicated educators like yourself. Yet, longevity in teaching cannot be measured merely by the calendar. It cannot be captured only by the number of years served or the number of times the school bell has rung. The true measure of a long-serving educator is found in a deeper currency, the currency of human transformation. If I had my way, I would create a reparation for teachers, because the amount of students you have taught and the amount of monies that you have put in the pockets of so many persons, reparation from our teachers should be something. Royalty for our teachers should have been something. Every penny that I earn in my pocket, something should go back to the teacher who taught me to be where I am today. Behind every award being presented today are thousands of hours, thousands of students, and immeasurable wealth of impact. You have not simply endured the demands of one of the world's most important professions. You have used your time, talent, and compassion to build futures. Today, we honor your dedication. Your long service has shaped generations, strengthened communities, and left a permanent mark on the hearts and minds of countless individuals. You are architects of potential, and today we celebrate your legacy. Let us consider what happens in the minds of students who have passed through your classrooms over the decades. Through your years of service, you have mastered the craft of teaching. You have not merely delivered a curriculum, you have awakened minds. Think of how much the world has changed since many of you first entered the classroom. The textbooks have changed. Technology has moved from chalkboards to whiteboards, from desktop computers to artificial intelligence of today. Educational trends have come and gone. Yet through all those changes, your core purpose remained steady. You understood that teaching is not about forcing facts into students' minds. It is about helping them to become thinkers, problem solvers, and lifelong learners. You taught students. Former students now serve our society as teachers, doctors, accountants like myself, engineers, entrepreneurs, public servants, community leaders, parents, and everyday problem solvers. Their confidence and competence were built brick by brick until today you hear the song Brick Upon Brick, yeah, speaking about money, by educators like you. But every educator knows that a student is more than a mind to be filled. A student is a human being navigating the challenges of growing up. This is where the work of a teacher becomes especially profound. For many children, the world outside the school gate can be uncertain, difficult, and sometimes harsh. Yet for decades, your classrooms have offered structure, stability, encouragement, and hope. You have been patient because they once sat before a teacher whose example they wanted to follow. This is the remarkable power of mentorship. A word spoken at the right time, a challenge offered with love, or a moment of encouragement can alter the direction of life. Now multiply that impact by 35 years and more. Think of the thousands of students whose paths you have influenced. The lessons you taught years ago are still alive today in their achievements, decisions, and the values of those you helped to shape. You did not merely help people pass exams, you helped them discover purpose. Beyond the individual mind and heart, your long service has strengthened our communities. A school is often the heartbeat of a community, and teachers help keep that heartbeat strong. By showing up year after year with patience, integrity, and dedication, you have modeled what it means to live a life of service. You taught more than subjects. You taught respect, kindness, responsibility, discipline, fairness, and civic pride. You showed students how to work together, how to lead, how to respect differences, and how to contribute meaningful to society. The strong and resilient fabric of our nation is not accidental. It has been woven in small and large part by teachers who poured knowledge, values, and hope into people day after day. The compassionate adults, honest leaders, good neighbors, and responsible citizens who serve Jamaica today, our Jamaica today, are part of your living legacy. As I conclude, let us reflect on the beautiful scope of what you have accomplished. Your long service presents a masterpiece of human connection. You have built minds, anchored hearts, guided careers, and shaped characters. Henry Adams once wrote, "A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops." Those words speak directly to you. Your influence does not end when a student graduates. It does not end when the school year closes. It does not even end when retirement comes. Your influence lives on in every person you taught, in the families they build, and in the lives they will go on to touch. To you, to our awardees today, stand proudly in the legacy you have built. Look back on your years of service not with weariness, but with deep assurance that you have spent your life doing work that truly matters. Thank you for your decades of unwavering service. Thank you for your patience, your sacrifices, your discipline, and your enduring love for the art of teaching. Our Jamaica is brighter today, stronger today, wiser, because you chose to dedicate your lives to the classroom. I just want to say thank you again, even from me personally, for making me who I am today. And congratulations. As my friend over there said, I hope that you have another 35 years in you. So, all the best. And thank you again.
Thank you very much. Another big round of applause for Mr. Hibbert Anderson, please. Thank you so much, sir. And tip. And so he has basically, in all of summarizing all of what he has said to you today, he says, come check me. Right. I will make a difference in your life going forward. What do you say? It might be in the... And everybody who goes to the wicket as a cricketer wants to make sure that you make runs. Isn't that true? And he's starting out fresh and new in Tip Friendly Society. So he wants to make sure that he makes an impact. So I said, check with Tip. All right, ladies and gentlemen, talking about checking. You have to talk about your health and you have to talk about your wealth. Now, if there's any other person that you need to talk to about your health and your wealth right now, is Mr. Odin Da Costa, branch manager from Sagicor Halfway Tree, and he will tell you all about those things that Sagicor is offering. Please make him welcome at this moment, Mr. Odin Da Costa, followed by Mrs. Natasha Mills afterwards. Big round of applause, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I could finish my speech in 5 words. To say, greetings I bring from Sagicor, and I could leave. I realize that I'm from a big company called Sagicor, so it means that with this chairman here, I must play it very safe. I promise not to keep you too long. Pastor Theodore would have ensured that he get a return ticket. I don't know if I really want a return ticket, but I'll do my best. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the Jamaica Teachers Association, I am truly honored to extend warm greetings on behalf of Sagicor and the Halfway Tree branch, of which I am a proud member. Accompanying me today is Miss Candice Hamilton, a dedicated life insurance agent, which by this time, all of you know of her. She would have traveled the length and breadth of Jamaica, serving you all. And that's what we do, service. We are deeply grateful for the ongoing partnership and commitment we share with the Jamaica Teachers Association. One flagship program, you can recall, the National Athletics Primary Championship. Your dedication to education and support for teachers in Jamaica is truly commendable. It has been a privilege for us to participate in various conferences and presentations hosted by the Jamaica Teachers Association. These opportunities have allowed us to connect with educators and share valuable insights on life insurance and financial security planning. We believe that our contributions can play a vital role in supporting the well-being of teachers and their families. Candice want me to make mention of a few persons, but I believe I run the risk of making some other persons not feeling well. But I must say to all of you that have committed to purchase your life insurance, some candy, she say thank you. But to the administrative team, she want to recognize Mrs. Annette Gordon, who I met on the telephone, and it seemed as if we were brothers and sisters for a long time. Dr. Nicely, Dr. Chin, and Mr. Clayton Hall. These persons who serve you from the administrative era want to thank you for your unwavering dedication to the education sector and the welfare of teachers has been truly inspiring and instrumental in the continued success of the association. As you celebrate the Golden Torch, the Golden Torch Award, we commend the outstanding achievements of the nominated teachers and their invaluable contributions to education in Jamaica. It must be noted that for decades, you have been making daily deposits into Jamaica's future, one student at a time. Unlike the rest of us, you don't receive annual statements showing the value of your investment. Instead, you see it reflected later in the doctors, the engineers, entrepreneurs, salesmen like myself, artists, public servants, and leaders who once sat in your classrooms. We at Sagicor look forward to continue our partnership with the Jamaica Teachers Association and wish you a successful and memorable event. To all the awardees, I must say to you, congratulations and well done. It's time to celebrate. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that we want to invite him back next year. You have done it, sir. You have done it. And you know what? It wasn't a slip of the tongue earlier on when you said touch. Because I sat there and I said to myself that when the Queen comes to Jamaica back in the time, let me say the King now. I don't see. The Queen used to wear some nice golden gloves. And everybody anywhere, if you can get close to the Queen, you would want to get that golden touch. So today, to be at a stage where having served 35 years in the classroom and to be getting an award like this, it must be a golden touch. So I thank you for introducing that today, sir. It wasn't a slip of the tongue. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on with the program, and we have coming to give you that touch now. Is an individual whose company is a merger. That means it's not just one, it's two and three. Put your hands together and let's welcome Mrs. Natasha Mills right now from Eastern Regional Sales Manager, Infinity Cooperative. And anything cooperative must be good.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. Distinguished guests, award recipients, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. You know, it's indeed a good feeling to be standing here in front of so many teachers. And this time, I am not in trouble. On behalf of the Board of Directors, management, and staff of Infinity Cooperative Credit Union, we are deeply honored to extend warm greetings and heartfelt appreciation to the exceptional educators gathered here today. Today, we celebrate and honor this year's Golden Torch Award recipients. We celebrate the men and women whose dedication, compassion, and unwavering commitment have transformed countless lives. There is no doubt that you are among the extraordinary teachers who arrive early, stay late, give selflessly, and pour their hearts into nurturing the minds and talents and dreams of Jamaica's children. Infinity Cooperative Credit Union applauds you for your sterling contribution towards nation building. Teaching is more than a profession. It is a calling. And our recipients have answered the call, staying on course for over 35 years. Wow, that is amazing. Come on, put your hands together for the teachers. This journey has undoubtedly required patience when challenges arose, courage when resources were limited, and faith in the potential of every child and taught. Every word of encouragement spoken and every act of kindness shown has changed countless lives forever. Many of us can still remember a teacher who believed in us when we doubted ourselves, who challenged us to aim higher, or who offered guidance during a difficult moment. Those memories remain with us because great teachers do more than educate. They inspire, uplift, and leave footprints on our hearts that time can never erase. As we honor this year's recipients, we also want to pay tribute to every educator present. Whether your influence is felt in the classroom, on the playfield, in the staff room, or through your community, your contributions matter. Your resilience, sacrifice, and dedication continue to shape not only individual lives, but the future of our nation. At Infinity Cooperative Credit Union, we recognize that strong communities are built by those who invest in others. Few individuals embody that spirit more profoundly than our teachers. You are mentors, role models, counselors, motivators, and champions of possibility. Through your efforts, dreams are awakened, confidence is built, and futures are transformed. To every teacher here today, thank you. Thank you for your sacrifices that often go unseen. Thank you for the extra hours, the words of encouragement, patience, the guidance, and the countless ways you go above and beyond the call of duty. Your work may not always receive the public recognition it deserves, but its impact is immeasurable and enduring. May today's celebration serve as a reminder that your contributions are deeply valued. Your sacrifices are sincerely appreciated, and your influence extends far beyond the walls of any classroom. Once again, Infinity Cooperative Credit Union conveys heartfelt congratulations to all award recipients, and thank you for being beacons of hope, inspiration, and transformation. Your light continues to shine brightly, illuminating the path for others and helping to build a stronger, brighter Jamaica. God bless you all.
Thank you so much. And because I know that every mickle make a muckle, you know, level could change you get here, so 5 cents here and a 10 cents there and so on. It adds up over time. And seeing that Mr. Odin was so short that we're going to invite him back. Everybody going to get an invitation, you know. But with her, definitely we have to. What a beautiful green she's in. All right. Come on, let's hear it for Infinity one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a little bit of switching. We're coming back to you. We're coming back to you. We want you to be the break between the presentation. So we're going to be asking at this moment none other than Mrs. Lasonia Harrison to come and speak with us right now briefly. And then after that, we come back to Mr. Odin, Mr. Daniel John Jackson, saxophonist, and he's going to be that bridge between the speaking and the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to almost a doctor, but Mrs. LaSonia Harrison. Please make her welcome at this time.
Masters of Ceremony, Mr. Leon Nash, Administrative Officer, Communications, PR of the Jamaica Teachers Association. Pastor Theodore Henry. Councillor Sarah Marshall, representing the Mayor of His Worship, the Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, Mr. Andrew Swaby. Mrs. Terion Gail Thomas, Chief Education Officer Acting, representing Senator Dana Morris Dixon, Minister of Education, Skills, Youth, and Information. Senator Dr. Thame, Deputy Opposition Spokesperson on Education. Assistant Secretary General of the Jamaica Teachers Association, Mr. Doran Dixon, and other members of the administrative staff of the JTA. Mr. Robert Ramsey, General Manager of the JTA Co-op Credit Union Limited, representatives of all our financial institutions present. We thank you for continued partnership with the JTA and teachers, past presidents of the Jamaica Teachers Association, trustees, members of the General Council, the Central Executive, and General Council, distinguished educators, awardees, family, friends, well-wishers, media partners, good afternoon. 32 years ago, and please forgive me if my math is off, but it is according to the records of past president, the late Patrick Smith, I made when I was doing my historical referencing, when the Golden Torch Awards came into being. So that was 32 years ago in 1991. This august body felt the need to implement this honor for our teachers who have served the system for 35 years or more, yet remain in active service. This honor was established under the presidency of then President Trustee Ray Howell, in whom I believe it is fitting that same be renamed the Ray Howell Golden Torch Award. This has been the sentiment for some time and should be concretized in a meaningful way in short order. It would be remiss of me to omit another piece of history to which I've come to understand that while deliberating the name of this award, it was Sir Basil Benji, a past regional officer of the South, the hat of teaching, private investigator, mediator for students and students, parents and students, parents and parents, parents and the community, lawyers, nurses, financial consultant, financiers. We too are Mr. Hibbert. We're financial brokers out of our little much. Yes, we have a student loan bureau going on to help support many of the students in our classrooms. Personal development coach, motivator, recommendation writers, counselors, advisors, funeral planners, and funeral supporters, attendees. Like Paul, you've become all things to all men for the sake of the gospel, in this case, the gospel of education. This recognition is more than deserving, but fails to truly honor you for all that only you know, God knows, the children over the years, and maybe the parent. I want to specifically acknowledge the 58 recipients from parishes particularly affected by Hurricane Melissa. You are the epitome of resilience. We have visited some of your schools in a recent trip with union partners from the American Federation of Teachers. We saw your plight. Working in buildings infested with mold, under tents with furnace-like heat, with limited or no adequate lighting, you have depended on God's sun. When it rains, when it's set up to rain, or it rained, heaven helped you and the children. There was a teacher there, and she said, Madam President, chickens, I get to understand, live under better conditions. I know for a fact that they are under air conditions. Even some of our jailers who have presumably run afoul of the law, I get to understand they're under air conditioning units as well. And the nation's children, along with those who serve them, their teachers, remain in such untenable situation. It cannot be. I understand that work has started in some schools as recently as May 2026, 8 months later. I appreciate that one contractor is serving several contracts, but similarly to the power company approach of partnering with external expertise, why has the same approach not been taken with education? Is it not national priority? What of our soldiers by JDF? Haven't they been trained in some of the necessary skills to rebuild a nation after a disaster of the magnitude of Hurricane Melissa? Forgive me if these strategies have been employed, but we have missed the effects of them, of our schools returning to normalcy. My dear colleagues, I hail you. You are some of the true heroes, along with other servants in the public sector. You continue to hold this nation up. I can't imagine some of your realities, yet you persevere under those impossible working conditions, coupled with the low remuneration received, especially those of you serving as classroom teachers. Our situation must be attended to. I can assure you that President Malava and team continue to champion your cause at the negotiation table. Hold the fort. Stay strong. Remain resilient as you've been throughout the years of teaching. You have weathered many storms, and the Lord has brought you through. Collectively, you have amassed 5,240 years of service to this nation. Clap yourselves again. As you receive this award today, know that this is what man can give you, but it is only God who truly gives you the reward you're so deserving of. Be encouraged by the words of Paul in Galatians 6. Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. Know that your journey has served and continues to serve as a beacon of hope in your families, schools, communities, and nation. You are a source of inspiration for teachers for generations to come. It is on your shoulders that we stand and continue to build. Journey on, good soldiers, beacons of light, as you continue to impart, nurture, shape, scaffold the building of knowledge and unearthing of talents in Jamaica's greatest asset, or human capital, or children, God's inheritance made in his image and likeness. You have done well. We who come behind you will certainly find you faithful. Permit me to recognize two of the awardees this afternoon, whom I have the honor of serving as principal, Mrs. Karen Tomlinson Williams, senior teacher, and Mrs. Laverne Daly of the St. Faith's Primary School. Colleagues all, be celebrated as we continue to unite and serve.
Come on, let's hear it for her one more time. Big round of applause. And a very appropriate remark. I would want to dare say myself. And one of the things that she left in her speech, and she says, hold the fort. But I pulled up my phone, but I can't use the third word in the song about hold the fort. Because if I use that word, somebody might say that I am political. So I'm going to say it without that word. He says, and I'm going to insert people. He says, oh, my people, see the signal waiting in the sky. Reinforcement now appearing. Victory is nigh. That is what the past president, now president-elect and soon to be, two-time president in the JTA, Lasagna Harrison. Thank you so much. Quite appropriate. Ladies and gentlemen, now, sit back a little bit. Relax. Do me a little favor. Make sure that your feet are on the ground flat. Put your hand in your lap a little bit. Take in a deep breath. Take your time and let it out. Relax. Something nice is coming. Let's welcome the saxophonist one more time. A big round of applause for him as he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, give it up, give it up, give it up. Say we want more. So we want more. Come on, saxophonist. Give me half a minute more, man. I was just enjoying it. And the man says simply the best. Isn't that a lovely item? Come on, give it up for him one more time. Another big round of applause. He says, I have to run. So can't get the broader today. He would promise you another time. So thank you very much, Mr. Daniel John Jackson, saxophonist, for doing those lovely items. And, you know, when you play instruments like those, then you are always being invited to places, right? So that you can go and entertain individuals. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I am pointing to my folks to my right, Mrs. Ellis. Right. That document, right, that is right there. Good. I was entertaining the music that I forgot that I didn't put it back in my folder. Right, so at this time, we're going to be moving to the presentation, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not going to read out in terms of the history because I believe that Mrs. LaSonia Harrison has told you the history in fullness in terms of how everything went. So you know very well about the Golden Torch Award, and at this time we're going to be heading into the presentation, and we're going to be inviting the following persons who will be reading to come forward. For the Kingston and St. Andrew, Miss Petal Thompson will be doing that. And of course, we're going to be doing a little bit of switch here as well in terms of the presenter. Mrs. Terry Ann Thomas Gale. She will be our first presenter. Then after that, we're going to have St. Thomas and Portland, been done by Mr. Dixon, followed by Dr. Margaret Chin for St. Mary and St. Anne. Trelawney and St. James will be done by Miss Dr. Georgia War Richards. And Hanover, Westmoreland will be done again by Miss Thompson. St. Elizabeth, Manchester by Georgia. And I will return with the final team, Clarendon and St. Catherine, in that order. They will indicate to you the presenters as they come along. But at the moment, let's welcome Mrs. Terry Ann Thomas Gale, who will be presenting. Annette Gordon will be assisting the process as well. Petal?
I'm not sure. Dr. Chin, what's the procedure? Right, so she has to take it from you there. Pleasant afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to all the recipients and welcome to all guests and family supporters. I'll start with the parish of Kingston. And I think you're standing in that order. Audrey Bromfield, 35 years. Clap as they come, but we will go quickly. Christopher Chin, 41 years. Vancy Query, 35 years. Melodine Downer, 38 years. Just to remind, they're official photographers, so we try not to block them, thanks. Judith Gale Daly, 36 years. Joan Green Garrison, 40 years. Arlene Kirkland, 37 years. Joyce McLennan, 40 years. Andrea Perkins Latibodier, 35 years. Diana Redway, 36 years. Carla Silvera Cox, 35 years. Sonia Stewart, 35 years. Pansita Walker, 38 years, and that completes the parish of Kingston. No, CEO, we're not through with you yet. Just a few more, thanks. And we'll be allowing you to go. We're now onto the parish of St. Andrew, and we're starting with Nicola Anderson Coke, 35 years. Next up, Sharon Brown, 35 years. I have here Richard, so are you Donna? Okay, so we have coming up next, Donna Chambers Edwards, 35 years. To be followed by Loris Fox, 36 years. Claudette Gordon, 38 years. Sharon Holness, 36 years. Rosie Kelly Jones, 36 years. Next up, Michelle Robinson. Sorry. So the next person, because someone is absent from the list here. Doreen Wallace, 42 years. Thank you very much, CEO, and we'll continue now with Mr. Doran Dixon for the parishes of St. Thomas and Portland. Miss Anne, CEO, there is a gratitude would like to extend to you, and I think your assistants will come and help you through the door, so you don't have to worry. We appreciate your presence. Thank you too.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll be calling the parishes of St. Thomas and Portland. Are we ready, Georgia? St. Thomas, good to go? Angela Osborne Burrows. Okay. Mr. Ramsey, Brother Ramsey, you are up to. Yeah. Turn your good sign to the photographers. Have a good day, CEO. Good. Angela Osborne Burrows, 37 years. Pardon us if we just call the names anyway, just because we want to recognize. Can I, could you turn down the music a little, please? Thank you. Competing. I want to take the liberty of, in a meeting we would say suspend the standing orders to do one announcement. And the gentleman came to me. It was important to him. I promised him I would do it, and I don't want to forget it when I've done all of these names. So could you turn, all of you, please, turn to the page on your program that has St. James. And I'm going to examine your programs at the door, just so you know. Under St. James, look for the name Robert Gordon. Take out your pens. Robert Gordon is not at Sam Sharp Teachers College, and he wants the record to show it. He made a point to me that these documents go into perpetuity, and he wouldn't want that to be his legacy. He's at Beckerstead. I hope I get that right. Beckerstead. TH. I mean, I spell it for you, know. Beckerstead Primary and Infant. Write that down. That is where he's at. Okay. So we're going to know. So my brother, I have kept my promise. Back to St. Thomas. Thank you. Errol Corey? No? Darna Davis Williams? Okay. Don't worry, we'll get to you. Carlene Delfat. That's you? Finally. 36 years. Shirley Holgate. Arlene Lauza Vassal. 37 years. Valerie Miller Morris. 37 years. Eleanor Nevers. Delia Smith Brown. "35 years. Rosemary Stuart Levy. Take your time. Take your time. 37 years. Congratulations. Noel Young. 39 years. When you have a surname like this, you have to consider at some point it doesn't work. Couldn't help myself. I apologize. Thank you, sir. Portland. On to Portland. Good. Basil Graham. 38 years. Yes. Black. Basil Graham. Somebody tried to kidnap your award. Oh, Patrick. Carol Esla. 35 years. Sylvia Lamy Bell, 36 years. Hyacinth Mackenzie. Samuel Morgan, 35 years. Glennis Ramsey. Did I get your first name right? Spelled wrong still, but 39 years. Conflict of interest. Barbara Williams, 35 years. And the last on the list for Portland, but definitely not least, is Carleen Wright. Okay. Me bad. Kathleen. So Carleen, I come and call your name wrong, you're going to stand up down there. All right. Thank you, Brother Ramsey. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Ramsey, don't move. We have a gift for you to be presented by Simone Rowe, Admin Assistant in the Office of the JTA. Thank you, sir. The next list of names will be called by Dr. Margaret Chin, who is the Assistant Secretary General for Professional Services in the JTA. Marguerite. Okay. Keep up all my stuff.
Good morning, colleagues, and good morning to our awardees. Oh, it's afternoon. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Mr. Nash would like to make an announcement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the two persons who are from St. James, you are the longest serving individuals. Would you be so kind enough to meet me at the door? And the person in St. Andrew with the highest number of years, please also join me. I think that's one person with 42. Please meet me at the door as well. Thank you so much. And we'll continue now with the regular presentation.
Persons from St. Mary to receive their award. Yvette Gooden, 35 years. I'm so sorry. May I ask Miss Prudence Burrell to join us? Coming up next, Miss Millicent Gordon Nicholson. Years. Enid Hyatt. Here. Mr. Orville Jones, 35 years. Diana Riley, 40 years. Elaine Russell King, 35 years. Marvelie Tomlinson Russell, 35 years. Anne-Marie White, 36 years. Jasmine Williams, 35 years. Antonia Wright, 35 years. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give a round of applause for all the recipients of St. Mary? For the parish of St. Anne, Mr. Delroy Brown, 35 years. Mr. Desmond A. Campbell, 36 years. Marion Case, 35 years. Not here. Doreen Johnson Rose, 40 years. Charlotte Murray Douglas, 36 years. Can we applaud recipients from the parish of St. Anne? And Mrs. Burrell, we'd like to make a presentation to you. Mr. Mary Miller will do the honor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will now have Dr. Georgia Ward Richards, who will read the other parishes.
Thank you, Dr. Chin. I'm just going to be making, though, an appeal. Only the assigned photographers should be taking photographs at this time. And right across the room, so many persons are standing. We're going to ask you, if you are not the recipient in line to collect, then we're going to ask that you be seated so we get back some semblance of order in the room. Thank you so very kindly for complying. So we wait for that order. And we asked only the assigned photographers to be taking photographs at this time. You will have sufficient time at the end of the ceremony. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I use this opportunity to congratulate all the recipients from the parishes of St. Anne and Trelawney. And we begin with the recipients from the parish of St. Anne. Delroy Brown, 35 years. I'm going to be inviting Mr. Hibbert Anderson to make these presentations. Gordon. Javelin Codling Wright. 41 years. Janet James Gordon, 35 years. Fulvia Nugent, 35 years. Andrea Robinson Dunn, 36 years. Jacqueline Shirley, 37 years. Ladies and gentlemen, can we make that bigger for the recipients of Trelawney? Thank you kindly. We now move to the parish of St. James. Angela Allen Scott, 42 years. Anne-Marie Brown Burgess, 38 years. Paulette Campbell Williams, 38 years. Marcia Foster, 38 years. She looks 38, isn't that so? Anne-Marie Franklin Brown, 43 years. Robert Gordon, 35 years. Audrey Lee Pinedo, 36 years. Henry Horton, 36 years. Patricia Mitchell Headley, 41 years. Natalie Pearson Samuel, 38 years. Beverly Shakes Desmond, 38 years. Ione Wallace Shavers, 39 years. Velma Wright, 35 years. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends the list for Trelawney and St. James. Mr. Hibbert Anderson, we ask you to remain for a little bit for a presentation from the JTA. It is my pleasure at this time to invite Mr. Colin Spence Regional Officer for the Northeast region, and I hear there is a shift to Miss Petal Thompson, Regional Officer for the Southeast region of the JTA, to take it from here. It's my pleasure to be back with you. I don't know if it is your pleasure to have me, but I'm here. So it's Hanover and Westmoreland time, and we're ready to go. Right, Hanover. I thought somebody said St. James. And I'm going to kindly ask for, okay, so we had a replacement. What's her name again? It's not Harrison. Dr. Thame, please assist us with handing out these certificates. Thank you, Miss Annette Gordon, who will be assisting Miss Simone Rowe. All right, so Hanover, here we go. Even if you're not here, I'm calling your name. We're starting with Donna Anderson, 37 years. Next up, Yasmin Anderson Jackson. And she's on the runway. Aries, 38 years, that's not her. Marcia Clark, 39 years. Michelle Edwards. Michelle Edwards, 38 years. Janet Fletcher, 38 years. Sandra Grant, 40 years. Sandra. Cordella Hazel, 37 years. Denise Hudson, 36 years. Jacqueline Jarrett, 41 years. And Paula Walker Young, 40 years. Johnson, 36 years. Neil Mackenzie, Sonia Solomon, 38 years. Teacher from Hanover whose school is incorrect. Could you remind me of your name? You're from FL Primary. Pardon? She's okay. I thought she was here, so I wanted to make that change. What's your name? Cordella Hazel. She's not from Rossi's High. It's made the correction on her program. Her school is Bethel Primary. And we're going to ask Mrs. Gordon to make a presentation. Thanks for taking the time out to be with us and for spending the rest of the day with us. We do appreciate you. And coming back with us is Dr. War Richards.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's me again. And the pleasure has increased because I have the distinct pleasure of naming the recipients from the parishes of St. Elizabeth and Manchester. And if you know, you know, and you'll understand why the pleasure has increased. I'm going to be inviting Mr. Odine McDacosta to assist us with the presentations. And so from the parish of St. Elizabeth, we begin with Orette Barnes. Not here. Kaveen Bisesor Headlum. Winston Dennis, 38 years. Donna Marie Evans Samuel, 36 years. Dr. Paulette Frank, 36 years. Mrs. Christine Hendricks, 36 years. And now the JTA sportsman himself, Mr. Steve Jones, 36 years. Nadine Josephs, 36 years. Annette Reed, 35 years. Come make it bigger for Annette. She's not here. Wilton Smith, 39 years. Very resilient principal, battered by Hurricane Melissa. Make it strong for him. Andrea Strong Moses, 35 years. And when you see people rise from places like Black River to collect this award today, put your hands together and encourage her. Sandra Talbot Hendricks, 39 years. Winstanley, 36 years. We move now to the parish of Manchester. Yes, Angela Bird, 36 years. Margaret Chambers Biggs, 36 years. Orville Francis, 36 years. Janet Johnson, 37 years. Laura Newman, 36 years. Carlene Tomlin Watson, 38 long years. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask the room to celebrate these recipients from the parishes of Manchester and St. Elizabeth. Make it big. I thank you so much. It is my pleasure now to invite our before we do that, sir, please don't go, Mr. DaCosta. The JTA wants to say thank you. And so I'm going to be inviting Miss Carrion Facey to say thanks to you at this time. His mother is from St. Elizabeth. No wonder we gelled so well here. And it is with pleasure that I invite our Communications and Public Relations Officer, Mr. Leon Nash, to take the curtains down on these presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all those who have participated so far. A big round of applause. We're doing well. And may I now invite the following persons to be prepared to receive your awards. I'll be assisted today by Mrs. Sandra Hunter, and of course, the presenter will be Mrs. Natasha Mills, and of course, at the end, Samari Miller will be also stepping up to assist the process. First in line from the parish of Clarendon, let's welcome with 35 years of service, Kathleen Mullings Clegorn. Let's welcome her. Let's welcome her. Not here? All right, so we move on. 37 years of service. Let's welcome Sophia Cohen. Come on, you can use your hands. Use your hands for them, please. Next in line, we've got Paul Douglas with 36 years of service. And once again, inviting all of you that are collecting to go to my right and make your way around back to your seats. Next in line with 35 years of service, we have Charlotte Ferrari. With 36 years of service, coming up next is Yvonne Mays. Following her, we've got with 40 years of service, let's welcome Sharon McKenzie. Come right for me. All right, let's move along. That's Sharon McKenzie in line. Let's welcome Brenton Rattigan. Let's welcome Brenton Rattigan out of Spaldings. Come on, let's hear it for him. Out of Clarendon, we have with 38 years of service, Maxie Rose. Following, we've got with 36 years of service, Marcia Smith Edwards. Not in house, so we move on to the next person in line. I haven't seen her either. Leslie Thomas, not in house. All right, so we move on to Lorna Hackett-Brickett. Lorna Hackett-Brickett. Lorna Thompson Hackett. Let's welcome her with 36 years of service. Following her with 36 years of service is Erica Watts. "35 years of service, Claudette Williams, not in house. Ethel Williams follows with 38 years of service, still not here. With 38 years of service, let's welcome David Wilson. Following David with 38 years of service, we have Lilith Wilson, not in house. That completes the parish of Clarendon for you today. We move on now to the parish of St. Catherine. Let's hear it, let's hear it, let's hear it! All right, thank you. First in line, 36 years of service to education. Let's welcome Courtney Brown. Following him with 36 years of service is Laverne Daly. Following Laverne with 36 years of service, we have Cheryl Edmondson Ramsaroop. Following Ramsaroop, we've got with 36 years of service, Devon Ellis coming up next. Not in house. Let's go on to Curleen Horton with 36 years of service. "37 years of service to education, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next is Cynthia Henry. Next in line is a JTA stalwart with 35 years of service. Let's welcome Laverne Johnson. With 35 years of service, coming up next is Marcia Kensley McFarlane. Come on, let's hear it for her. Following her with 38 years of service, we have Clover Lindo Henry, not in house. 36 years of service, let's welcome Janet Main. With 37 years of service as well, Carlos McLeod is coming up next. Let's hear it for Carlos. And one thing I did not say to you before, that for special prints for all of the persons who have received your plaques today, for special prints, the gentleman who is standing in the middle, in the white shirt, you will need to see him afterwards to ensure that you sign up your contract. Right, lift up your hand again, sir. Right, so if you want special prints and for you to receive your plaques, your photographs in frames, then it comes with a cost, right? So he will print those specifically for you if you need those to be done. Please bear that in mind. See him afterwards. At this time, let's welcome, with 37 years of service, Carlos MacLeod. When you're ready. Let's welcome Jacqueline Richards MacLeod, 37 years of service. Years of service. Let's welcome Nicole Higgins, Andrea Nicole Higgins. "37 years of service." Let's welcome Sophia Peart. And with 37 years of service, let's welcome next Michelle Taylor. Coming down the line, 36 years of service. Let's welcome Olive Thompson. And by no means least, but she is the last in this set, let's welcome, with 37 years of service, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause as we end St. Catherine. Let's welcome Karen Tomlinson Williams. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for all the recipients one more time. And now, to thank you. Oh, all right, goodness. Samari. Yes, she will be doing the honors at the moment to our presenter, Samari. You can clap her, you know, clap her. Thank you, Madam Presenter. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more presentation to be done. This one is going to be done to the individual today who has the most years of service. And a gift basket will be presented courtesy of Jamaica National. To do that presentation, we have Ms. Sandra Jones, the manager for public sector engagement at JN Bank. She'll be doing that presentation now to Mrs. Anne-Marie Franklin Brown. Madam Brown, are you in the house? Yes, she is. Come on, let's hear. Come on, put your hands together for her. One more big round of applause. I am sure that in that little box, there is an envelope somewhere. You're talking about bank, you know. Right? I hope I'm not setting up Miss Jones, but Miss Jones always come prepared. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If I had a lapel mic, I would just give it to her and say something. Right. But thank you, Miss Jones. Come on, give her a big round of applause. A big round of applause. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now down to close to the end of our program today. And we've got this wonderful beaming recipient out of Davis Primary in St. Catherine. Let's welcome Miss Laverne Johnson to do the reply. Come on, recipients, put your hands together for her.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our Master of Ceremonies, all the other members, guests, distinguished guests, representatives of the Jamaica Teachers Association, fellow educators, family members, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with profound gratitude and deep humility that I stand before you to respond on behalf of the recipients of the Golden Torch Award, honoring 35 years or more of continuous service to the teaching profession. We extend our sincere appreciation to the Jamaica Teachers Association for this prestigious recognition. This award is more than a celebration of longevity. It is a testament to years of dedication, sacrifice, resilience, and unwavering commitment to shaping the lives of our Jamaican children. As Booker T. Washington wisely said, success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacle which he has overcome. Today, this recognition reminds us that faithful service never goes unnoticed. To our families, we offer heartfelt thanks. You have been our greatest source of encouragement, strength, and understanding. You accepted the late nights of lesson planning, the weekends spent marking assignments, the many school activities that kept us away from home, and the emotional investment that teaching demands. This honor belongs to you and also to all of us. We also express our gratitude to the many schools we have had the privilege to serve throughout our careers. Each institution has shaped us as educators and leaders, while providing us with countless opportunities to influence young minds and build stronger communities. We are richer because of every classroom we entered, every colleague we worked alongside, and every student whose life touched our own. To our fellow awardees, congratulations. To remain steadfast in this noble profession for more than 3 decades is no small accomplishment. Your longevity reflects not only endurance, but also excellence, integrity, and an abiding passion for educating the nation's children. We celebrate one another for answering the call to serve with distinction. We also pause to acknowledge the many colleagues upon whose shoulders we rested during the most challenging periods of our careers. Teaching has never been a solitary journey. We leaned on one another for wisdom, encouragement, shared resources, laughter, and strength when the road became difficult. Together, we proved that collegiality is one of the profession's greatest gifts. None of us will never forget the unprecedented challenges brought by the COVID-19 pandemic. Almost overnight, our classrooms became computer screens, dining tables became workstations, and homes became schools. We navigated unfamiliar technology, struggled with unreliable internet connectivity, sought creative ways to engage our students from a distance, and worked tirelessly to ensure that no child was left behind. Though the path was uncertain, we adapted, we persevered, we emerged stronger. And those years reminded us that teaching is not merely a profession, it is a calling rooted in compassion, innovation, and hope. As Vince Lombardi says, the price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. On behalf of the over 140 educators awarded for 35 years or more of dedicated service to education, we want to thank you, and may God continue to bless us as educators and our beloved Jamaica. I know we came from different colleges, and so I want to recognize the different training institutions that we'd have attended. St. Joseph's Teachers College, Church Teachers College, the Michael University College, the Monique Teachers College, Sam Sharp Teachers College, Bethlehem Teachers College, College of Agriculture, Science and Technology, the University of the West Indies, UTech, and I know you thought I forgot one, but oh no, Shortwood Teachers College, yay! Thank you very much, thank you.
Come on, let's hear it for Laverne. One more time for Laverne, please. That was a very, mic me up again, sir. Thank you. That was a very nice insert there by Laverne. Big up the institutions, because sometimes we forget where we're coming from, right? Yeah. But today has been lovely, and I must decrease at the moment. And someone beautifully read will be coming on the stage again to do the honors. But I want to big up and ask her to add this to her script. The gentleman to the back, Foster Shots, who has been taking the photographs for you, and who you will go to afterwards to indicate to them that you are interested in getting your picture in a frame, and he will fix it up, and so on and so forth. I will also want to let you know that your photographs, as you would have requested, in the frames or not in frame, they will be sent to the regional offices of the JTA, right? So if you're from within the southeast region, you know those parishes, the photographs will go to that region, which is at the head office of the JTA at 97B Church Street. If you're from the south central region of Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and Manchester, then your photographs will go to that office in Mandeville. If you're from the northeast of St. Anne, St. Mary, and St. Mary, and Portland, then you will go to the northeast office, which is at Little Bay in St. Mary. And if you are from the west, meaning from the west, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, and Trelawney, then you go to the office at over there in Montego Bay. All right? So please be reminded of that. They will not appear there tomorrow, so give us about a week for the compilation to be done, and everything will come to you. All right? So call me up after a week and say, are my photographs ready? And I will give you a positive on that. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, all good things must come to a pause. I don't say end, right? All good things. And so I believe you have enjoyed a good function so far. And so for the person to do the thank you and to big up all of the sponsors and so on, let's welcome back to the podium our President-elect, LaSonia Harrison.
So this is my normal task. Yes, according to the protocols of the association, but I certainly had the privilege of deputizing on behalf of our president, Mr. Mark Malava, who is unavoidably absent today, duties elsewhere. And I also want to acknowledge he was here, but he also has another duty, past president, immediate past president, Dr. Mark Smith. So the task is mine to thank all the persons who have contributed to our having a wonderful, well, it's not an afternoon day, because we have spent pretty much of the day here this morning. You have journeyed from across the length and breadth of Jamaica in order for us to have this grand celebration. The day we start nothing at the Jamaica Teachers Association without invoking the presence of the living God. And so we want to express thanks to Pastor Theodore Henry for setting the pace and for inviting God's presence, to Mr. Leon Nash, JP, Administrative Officer Communications, PR, JTA, for so ably piloting today's program. We thank him for his services, though one would say he's paid to so do. Yes, but nonetheless, he would have done an excellent job. To all the individuals who brought greetings, starting with our counselor, Marshall, Sarah Marshall, representing His Worship the Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, Mr. Andrew Swaby, and Mrs. Terrian Thomas Gale, Acting Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth, and Information, representing the Honorable Senator Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, Minister of Education. And let me pause because she was not the only ministry representative here. We have to acknowledge the presence of ever-present one Dr. Winsome Gordon from the Jamaica Teaching Council. Yes, supporting all of our activities, and I would say all. So further greetings were brought by Senator Dr. Thame, Deputy Opposition Spokesperson on Education. We thank Mr. Robert Ramsey, Mr. Hibbert Anderson, Mr. Odine Da Costa, Mrs. Natasha Mills, representing all of our financial partners, the JTA Co-op Credit Union, Tip Friendly Society, Sagicor Life, and Infinity, for their continued financial partnership with the teachers of Jamaica and with the Jamaica Teachers Association. You indeed have put your money where your mouth is. Yes, so thank you so much for staying the course with us throughout the day. We also want to thank our own Mrs. Prudence Burrell, Managing Director or Acting of the Jamaica Publishing House. To Mr. Daniel John Jackson, the saxophonist, who so beautifully you know how it is serenaded all the recipients and those in the audience. He has mastered the talent. You know, sometimes you're listening to persons who do instruments like that because it has the managing of the breath is very important. And sometimes you can hear the breathing coming, but boy, him just hitting the notes and just going on. So his services, I'm not sure if Mr. Nash is his official manager or whomever it is, in order for you to contract his services for your other functions. You can see he will do an excellent excellent job. Put your hands together again for Daniel John Jackson. To Miss Laverne Johnson, one who we call a JTA Tete, yes, for replying on behalf of the recipients today, our awardees, our recipients. We thank you for making the journey. Yes, for taking the time out. Because for one reason or another, especially those who are coming from the West, you could have said, boy, you know, we will get the plaque. We can't make the, you know, so many things. But you have all taken the time out and so beautifully and handsomely adorned. Yes, to receive your awards today. We thank you. To the district association presidents, the parish association presidents, the principals, fellow colleagues who took the time out to nominate you. We thank them for acknowledging, for recognizing your contribution and your worth, and for doing what they so did in order for you to be recipients here today. We also express thanks to Miss Rowe, Mrs. Meeks Ellis, Dr. Chin, regional officers, all members of the clerical staff who worked assiduously behind the scenes to ensure that today's ceremony is a success that it has been. Mobile media services, Foster Shots, and I did not, and we thank Jamaica National for providing the token to our recipient, who is the longest serving member being honored here today. Friends all, on behalf of our president, Mr. Mark Malava, thank you for whatever role you have played in today's event, this edition of the Golden Torch Awards, which I pray by next year will be named the Ray Howell Golden Torch Award. Thank you for your presence and for the wonderful day it has been.
Thank you for thanking me, because most times the master of ceremonies can't thank himself. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to ask all the admin officers who are in the house to stand. All the admin officers from the JTA, if you're, yes, Dr. Warwish is over there. Petal Thompson is over there. Yes. Faithfully Meeks Ellis is right here. Dr. Chin is right there. Where are the men? All right, Mr. Andre Dixon. Yeah. Andre Morrison, right, is at the door, right? Who else? All right, the others are maybe on the outside not hearing me, and of course myself, right? And I want to specifically also big up you recognize what was happening over here. There was a buzz over here all the time throughout the program, ensuring that the plaques were coming out and that they were in the order where the names were missing. They put them back quickly and move on so that we don't have a glitch. Please put your hands together for Annette Gordon. Put your hands together for Carrie Ann Facey. And I butchered Miss Hunter's name and called her a different name. Let's put our hands together for Sasha. All right, come and stand up and be recognized, Sasha, in red. All right, Miss Laws over there as well. Sam Mary, come on, put your hands together for Mrs. Rose. And of course, Miss Rowe, come over here. Everybody, most of the times you hear Miss Rowe calling up. Miss Rowe, she works with the president and the secretary general. That's her, Miss Rowe there. Give her a big round of applause as well. Thank you so much. And of course, Mrs. Ellis, the engineer behind the engine. Right. Thank you so much. And if I've left out anybody, just wave your hand if I didn't call your name. Right. Thank you. Please stand. We have to also big up AC Hotel. Another big round of applause for AC Hotel for accommodating us this year. And we are grateful for everybody else. Of course, CNS on channel 104 on Flow and 15 on the digital platform. They are doing interviews on the outside. and members of the media who are online with us, because many of them are online and they are taking the audio and they are also taking some quick snapshots of photographs that are appearing online. And so we want to big them up. But I want to big up the observer who I saw with a reporter and a cameraman taking the photographs, and we'll be publishing them as soon as tomorrow or Sunday. Big up all the media persons at this time for me, please. A big round of applause for them. And you have been well thanked. So at this stage, I'm just going to pray for you. So bow your heads with me. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for all good things around us are sent from heaven above. We thank you for journeying mercies for your people who have traveled far and some not so far. But Lord, we have all traveled either by foot or by motor vehicle to be here today. I pray in the name of Jesus that you will dispatch even at this time a guardian angel to surround them, to keep them safe as they return to their several places of work or the place of abode. Be with them, Father God. Thank you, Lord, for this association which continues to celebrate our hard-working teachers across Jamaica. We thank you for all our guests who have come from the ministry, the opposition, and all our supporting team members from the various organizations. Thank you for them, Lord. Thank you that no one has fallen ill and will not fall ill having attended this function. But Lord, we will continue to celebrate the product of education. We bless your name even now, because God, it is you who have taught us when we pray to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Mix and mingle. Greet somebody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the afternoon. Please remember, go to the photographer. Please go to the photographer and... Oh, incidentally, yes. Thank you, Laverne. Thank you, Laverne. One moment, please. One moment. For all the long-serving individuals, those who are in the higher numbers, the 43 and 42, 43 and 42, and close to that. Come for a group photograph for me now. All right? So, we're taking, I will be asking Madam President-elect, all those in the 43s and 42s, come right here on stage with me right now. 43s and 42s. We're going to take we'll take the St. Catherine folks afterwards. 43s and 42s. All the 43s and 42s. I think, and if there are higher numbers than that, but we're taking those with the highest service for just a group shot now. Thank you so much.